Saying active, Mr. Footman here. Right, we are going to go through a little workout today, which is upper body, lower body split, with some focus on your core and some corrective exercises for your shoulder health and your back. Each exercise is done for 45 seconds, taking 15 seconds rest to then move on to the next exercise. Having said that, if at any time you need to sort of rest and pause, then continue to do that. Don't think of this necessarily as like a HIIT workout where you're going hell for leather and high intensity. I want you to focus on the movement and kind of grooving the skill and the balance and those components that are involved with each exercise. Having said that, let's feel like we get a workout, and we will, I assure you of that. Our first exercise is the unilateral box squat, or with a chair. All right, so unilateral means one side, one leg in this instance. So we would set our timer for 45 seconds, we would lift one leg off the floor, we lower ourselves down onto that chair, and then we drive back up. So fundamentally what you're trying to do is lower yourself down, but whilst keeping your core engaged, looking straight ahead, checking the chair, down, and then back up. What you'll probably find is your dominant side feels that little bit easier than your non-dominant side. So we work for 45 seconds and then you take a 15-second rest. Then we move on to like a bodyweight squat with a half pulse, or a pulse at the bottom. So we go down for the full squat on 1, 2, and then we come back up. Down 1, 2, and come back up. 1, 2, and back up. You want to be pushing the weight over your heels, keeping your back straight. You don't want to be rounded. 1, 2, and come back up. All right. 1, 2, come back up. If you can get to parallel or below parallel, 1, 2, come back up. Focusing on good strong contraction through your quadriceps as you come up, pushing the hips forward, engaging your glutes. All right. The last exercise in this lower body set is the jump squat. So feet shoulder width apart, we lower ourselves down, take a slight pause and jump down and pause. So we're really trying to develop some power here by lowering ourselves down, loading the muscle, and then driving back up and landing softly. 45 seconds work of that is really going to start to burn these quadriceps up. So rest and pause as and when is necessary. Next thing we do is the core exercise, which we call the reverse corkscrew. So if we were to get into a position on the floor, arms out to the side, legs are bent 90 degrees, and as we rotate, we bring the hips off the floor. So then we would go the other side, round and up, round to the other side, and back up. Again, it's not about, don't work super fast and lose what you're trying to achieve with that exercise, is the core element, okay? And then we move into the corrective exercise, focusing on our shoulder health, okay? So we'll start in the prone position, elevate our chest off the floor and our legs from the quads, come round and back, all the whilst nice big rotation from the arms, shoulders, come round, plant your hands up onto your glutes, round and back and back. Okay, again, 45 second work, 15-second rest, and then we would move into the upper body part of the workout. Okay, so we're doing these power push-aways. So we start in the all-four position, right, toes down, tabletop, right, we push our hips back, then we come forward into a plank. Sit back as far as you can, forwards, sit back, and forwards. Alternatively, drop to knees, same thing, push back, come forwards, still loading the chest as you come forward into this position. Back and then forwards. Okay? So very much dominated through your upper body, your chest. Same thing with this one, the push-up, alright? Rotational push-up. So we do your push-up and then we rotate very slightly, loading that chest and that shoulder. Come back up, rotate, pause. Once again, to make it slightly easier if necessary, the full push-up is very challenging. Down, all the way to the floor, come back up and then rotate slightly. Down and then back up. Right, try not to do a push-up like that. We need to go to the floor. Okay? Then the final upper body exercise is that Hindu push-up. Okay, so we start in your plank, feet about hip width apart, drive back up into your pike position, come forwards, swoop down, push back, and then forwards. So we could go from a pike, drop to knees, and so on. Okay, so putting the knees down will make it that little bit easier. So that's the end of the upper body